Hi, hello, this is Giri, teaching 10th Mathematics, chapter Polynomials. The questions and solutions from exercise 3.2. In this video, we will learn the solutions of third question and fourth question of exercise 3.2. Third question, second bit. Draw the graph of x square minus 6x plus 9 and find the zeros. I shall repeat. Draw the graph of x square minus 6x plus 9 and find the zeros. Here we have given a quadratic polynomial. Here if you observe the given polynomial, it is x square minus 6x plus 9. What is the variable here? Good. Variable is x. And what is the highest exponent of the variable? Here the exponent of x is 2. Here the exponent of x is 1. And here exponent of x is 0. Therefore the highest exponent is 2. Therefore, this is called quadratic polynomial. Dear children, if this is a quadratic polynomial, then how many zeros that you can find? Good, you can find at most 2 zeros. At most means maximum. You can find maximum 2 zeros. There may be 1 zero also. And there are some quadratic polynomials where there are no real zeros. Okay. Now here, for any quadratic polynomial, there should not be 3 zeros. For any quadratic polynomial, the number of zeros is at most 2. Therefore, here you have to find the zeros of this polynomial x square minus 6x plus 9. Now, in the solution, let us assume that p of x is equal to x square minus 6x plus 9. Since it is a quadratic polynomial, we know that the graph of the quadratic polynomial is a parabola. Do you know what is the shape of the parabola? It may look like U shape. It will be like this. U-shaped curve is called a parabola. Understood? It may be like Venkateswara Swami Namam. It will be like this in U shape. That shape of the curve is called parabola. Every quadratic polynomial will be in the form of a parabola. If you draw the graph of any quadratic polynomial, it will be in the form of a parabola. Since it is a parabola, it is a curve and is not a straight line. In order to draw a straight line, you need just 2 points. If you know the 2 points, you can draw the straight line. But whereas, in order to draw the curve, there should be minimum 5 to 6 points. If the number of points are more, then only you will get the correct shape of the curve. Therefore, in this case, let us find some 5 to 6 points on the parabola. Now here is the table. This table gives us the x and y values that belongs to this parabola. In this table, first of all, let us consider the x value. Later x square value, next is minus 6x and next is 9. If we add x square value, minus 6x value and 9, if you add these 3 values, you will get p of x value. Understood? P of x is nothing but sum of x square minus 6x plus 9. Therefore, in the first row we took x value, later x square value, next is minus 6x value and next is 9. If we add these 3 values, you will get p of x. P of x is nothing but x square minus 6x plus 9. First of all, let us consider x value is 0. If x is equal to 0, then x square is also 0. Means 0 into 0 is 0. Minus 6x, minus 6 into 0 is also 0. And this is a constant number, 9 is constant. You write 9 for all this row. Okay. Now if we add these 3 values, 0 plus 0 plus 9, if we add these 3 values, you will get p of x is equal to 9. Therefore, the coordinates of the first point is 0, 9. The coordinates of the first point is 0, 9. Now let us consider x is equal to 1. If we take x is equal to 1, then x square, 1 square is 1, minus 6x, minus 6 into 1 is minus 6, and this is 9. We add these 3 values only, not this value, because p of x is nothing but x square minus 6x plus 9, x square minus 6x plus 9. If we sum up these 3 values, you will get p of x. Now in order to add these 3 values, add the positive values separately and add the negative value separately. 1 plus 9 is 10. Now separate negative value from positive value. 10 minus 6 is 4. Therefore, the second point is 1, 4. Next, take x is equal to 2. X square, 2 square, 2 2 is 4. Minus 6x, minus 6 into 2 is minus 12. And this is 9. 4 plus 9 is 13. 13 minus 12 is 1. Therefore, the third point is 2, 1. Next, consider x is equal to 3. X square, 3 square, 3 3 is 9. Minus 6x, minus 6 into 3, minus 18. And this is plus 9. 9 plus 9 is 18. 18 minus 18 is 0. Therefore, the coordinates of the fourth point is 3, 0. Next, substitute x is equal to 4. X square, 4 square is 16. Minus 6 into 4 is minus 24. And this is plus 9. 16 plus 9 is 25. 25 minus 24 is 1. Next, take x is equal to 5. X square, 5 square is 25. Minus 6 into 5, minus 6, 5 is 30. Plus 9. 25 plus 9 is 34. 34 minus 30 is 4. Next, take x is equal to 6. X square, 6 square is 36. Minus 6x, minus 6 into 6 is minus 36. And this is plus 9. 36 plus 9 is 45. 45 minus 36 is 9. Therefore, next point is 6, 9. The coordinates of the points are 0, 9, 1, 4, 2, 1, 3, 0, 4, 1, 5, 4 and 6, 9. You have to represent all these points on the graph sheet. First of all, take a graph sheet and draw a horizontal line of reference. Name it as x-axis. This is horizontal line of reference which is called x-axis. On this x-axis, you take this as origin or 0, and on the right hand side to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 positive values, and on the left hand side of 0, you may write minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 like negative values. This is horizontal line of reference is called x-axis. Next, vertical line of reference. This vertical line of reference is called y-axis. On y-axis above 0, you take positive values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 positive values, and below 0 you consider negative values minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 4, minus 6 like negative values below 0. This is x-axis and this is y-axis, and the point of intersection of both these axes is this, and this is called origin. What are the coordinates of origin you know? Good. Coordinates of origin are 0, 0 are coordinates of origin. It is represented by O, isn't it? Now, let us represent these points 0, 9, 1, 4, 2, 1, 3, 0, 4, 1, 5, 4, 6, 9 on this graph sheet. First of all, the first point is x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 9. You can consider p of x as y. X is equal to 0, y is equal to 9. You can find 0 on x-axis here and y is plus 9. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and this is 7. It will be 8 and there may be 9 here. In your graph sheet you can find 9, but here for me the 9 is, well, I could not find 9, therefore I left that point, but you can represent that point also 0 and 9. You may keep the point here. Next is 1, 4. X is equal to 1 and y is equal to 4. X is equal to 1. On this line x coordinate is 1 and y is equal to 4. This is the line where y is equal to 4. Now x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 4. These two may meet here. For this point x coordinate is 1 and y coordinate is 4. Therefore 1, 4 lies here. The point 1, 4 lies here. For this point x coordinate is 1 and y coordinate is 4. Therefore this is 1, 4. Next point is 2, 1. X is equal to 2, y is equal to 1. X is equal to 2 is this line and y is equal to 1 is this line. X is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1. These two lines meet here. Therefore this point represents 2, 1. X2, y1. This point represents 2, 1. Next 3, 0. X is equal to 3 and y is equal to 0. That point lies on x-axis. 4, 1. X is equal to 4 and y is equal to 1 is this point. X is equal to 4 and y is equal to 1. 5, 4, x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 4 is this point. 5, 4. Next, x is equal to 6 and y is equal to 9. 6 may be here and 9, you can find 9 there. In your graph sheet you can find 6, 9 also. Okay, after representing all these points on the graph sheet, you join them with free hand. Since it is a curve, you should draw with a free hand. Since you have to draw a curve, you should draw with free hand, not with scale. You should not join these points with the scale, but you should draw a curve like this. With pencil, you should draw a curve like this. Understood? Now this is the curve. You see this? Like this you have to draw the curve. This is a parabola. Understood? I shall draw again. You observe. Like this you can draw the curve. This curve meet x-axis at this point. At how many points this curve meet x-axis? At only one point you can find. Therefore, the number of zeros of the given polynomial is 1. And what is the value of the zero? At what point, at what x value this curve cut x-axis? At x is equal to 3. Therefore, the zero of this given quadratic polynomial is x is equal to 3. Since this curve meet x-axis at 3, x is equal to 3 is the zero of this polynomial. Therefore, the zeros x is equal to 3. And you should mention the scale. On x-axis we took 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. And on y-axis we took 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. This is the scale. Now, we solved 3 bits out of 6 bits given in the question number 3, and you may try the remaining graphs. If you find any difficulty, you may please post in comment section so that that question may also be explained later. Now here is the question number 4, the chapter polynomials and exercise 3.3, and this is question number 4. Where 1 by 4 and minus 1 are zeros of the polynomial p of x is equal to 4x square plus 3x minus 1. I shall repeat. Where 1 by 4 and minus 1 are zeros of the polynomial p of x is equal to 4x square plus 3x minus 1. I shall repeat. Where 1 by 4 and minus 1 zeros of the polynomial p of x is equal to 4x square plus 3x minus 1. Here we have given a polynomial of second degree, 4x square plus 3x minus 1. And we have to check whether 1 by 4 is the 0 of this and whether minus 1 is the 0 of this polynomial. You please recollect what is meant by 0 of a polynomial. 0 of a polynomial. What is meant by 0 of a polynomial? Good. The value of the variable for which the total polynomial becomes 0. The 0 of the polynomial is nothing but the value of the variable for which the total polynomial value becomes 0. For what values of the variables the total polynomial becomes 0 are called zeros of the polynomial. For example, here we have given a polynomial. In this variable place, in this variable x place, if we substitute 1 and if you find the value of the total polynomial, if the total polynomial becomes 0 when you substitute x is equal to 1, then 1 is called the 0 of the polynomial. Similarly, if you substitute x is equal to minus 1, if we get the total value of the polynomial becomes 0, then minus 1 is called 0 of the polynomial. Similarly, if you substitute 1 by 4 in the place of x, and if you simplify this value, if you get 0 finally, then this 1 by 4 is called the 0 of the polynomial. Therefore, in order to check out whether 1 by 4 and minus 1 are zeros of the polynomial, let us substitute x is equal to 1 by 4 first of all. In this polynomial, substitute x is equal to 1 by 4 and calculate its value. If we get 0 finally, then 1 by 4 will be 0 of this. You see, here is the solution. We are given that p of x is equal to 4x square plus 3x minus 1. Let us consider x is equal to 1 by 4. If x is equal to 1 by 4, then p of 1 by 4 is equal to 4 into x square, means 4 into 1 by 4 whole square, plus 3 into x, 3 into 1 by 4 and minus 1. Now let us simplify this. This is equal to 4 into 1 by 4 whole square is 1 square by 4 square. 1 square is 1 by 4 square 4 16 plus 3 into 1 by 4. 3 into 1 is 3. 3 by 4 minus 1. Now this 4 in 16 4 times. Therefore this is 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4 minus 1. Now if you observe these two fractions, these two have the same denominators 4 and 4. Therefore 4 itself is the LCM. If 4 is the LCM, then the numerator is 1 plus 3. 1 plus 3 by 4 minus 1. What is 1 plus 3? 1 plus 3 is 4 by 4 minus 1. Now 4 in 4 one time, therefore 1 minus 1 is 0. You see, if we substitute x is equal to 1 by 4, then the value of the polynomial becomes 0. Since the value of the polynomial is 0, when you substitute x is equal to 1 by 4, this 1 by 4 is 0, the polynomial. Now let us verify with minus 1. Let x is equal to minus 1. If x is equal to minus 1, then we substitute x is equal to minus 1 in this polynomial. P of minus 1 is equal to 4 into x square, 4 into minus 1 whole square, plus 3 into x, 3 into minus 1 and minus 1. This is 4 into minus 1 whole square is plus 1, plus into minus is minus, 3 ones 3, and this is minus 1. 4 into 1 is 4, minus 3 minus 1. This is equal to, this is plus 4, and minus 3 minus 1 is minus 4. What is minus 4 minus 4? 4 minus 4 is again 0. Therefore, if you substitute x is equal to minus 1, then also you will get the value of the polynomial becomes 0. Now you see, p of 1 by 4 is equal to 0 and p of minus 1 is equal to 0. Since p of 1 by 4 is equal to 0 and p of minus 1 is equal to 0, therefore this 1 by 4 and minus 1 are zeros of the given polynomial 4x square plus 3x minus 1. By this we concluded the exercise 3.2. We solved all questions from exercise 3.1 and 3.2 also. All the video links of introduction to the chapter polynomials and all the solutions of exercise 3.1 and 3.2 are given in the description. You can click the video link and you can observe the solutions whenever necessary. Thank you one and all.